Pastry making is the art and craft of creating a variety of delicious baked goods, including pies, tarts, croissants, danishes, puff pastry, and more. Pastries are typically made from a combination of flour, fat, such as butter or shortening, liquid, such as water or milk, and sometimes sugar and eggs. Mastering the techniques of pastry making allows you to create flaky, tender, and decadent pastries from scratch. Here's how to create flaky and decadent pastries. Choose high-quality ingredients. Start with high-quality ingredients for the best results. Use fresh, premium-grade butter, flour, eggs, and other ingredients to ensure the flavor and texture of your pastries are top-notch. Keep ingredients cold. Cold ingredients are essential for achieving flaky pastry layers. Chill the butter, shortening, and any liquids, such as water or milk, before incorporating them into the dough. Cold ingredients help prevent the fat from melting too quickly, resulting in a flakier pastry. Master the pastry dough. Learn how to make different types of pastry dough, including pie crust, puff pastry, and laminated doughs. Each type of dough requires different techniques and handling. Pie crust. Use a simple mixture of flour, butter, water, and salt for a classic pie crust. Cut the butter into the flour until the mixture resembles coarse crumbs, then add cold water gradually until the dough comes together. Puff pastry. Create layers of butter and dough through a process called lamination. Roll out the dough, place a layer of butter on top, fold the dough over the butter, and repeat the process multiple times to create flaky layers. Laminated doughs. Similar to puff pastry, laminated doughs involve layering butter and dough to create flaky, tender pastries such as croissants and danishes. Practice proper mixing and handling. Mix the pastry dough gently and avoid overworking it, as this can develop gluten and result in tough pastries. Use a light touch when handling the dough to prevent it from becoming too warm. Chill the dough as needed between steps to keep it firm and manageable. Roll out the dough correctly. Roll out the pastry dough evenly and to the desired thickness for your pastries. Use a floured surface and rolling pin to prevent the dough from sticking. Roll the dough in one direction, rotating it occasionally to maintain an even thickness. Layer butter for flakiness. For laminated doughs such as puff pastry and croissant dough, layer butter between the dough to create flaky, airy layers. Incorporate the butter using a technique called turning, where the dough is folded and rolled out multiple times to create layers. Master baking techniques. Learn proper baking techniques to ensure your pastries bake evenly and develop a golden, flaky crust. Preheat your oven to the correct temperature and use a baking sheet lined with parchment paper or a silicone baking mat to prevent sticking. Experiment with fillings and flavors. Get creative with your pastry fillings and flavors to add variety and excitement to your baked goods. Fill pies and tarts with seasonal fruits, make savory turnovers with meat and vegetables, or add sweet fillings like chocolate, nuts, or jams to pastries. Practice patience and precision. Pastry making requires patience and precision to achieve the best results. Take your time to follow each step carefully, from mixing and rolling out the dough to shaping and baking the pastries. Attention to detail and technique will help you create flaky and decadent pastries every time. Enjoy the process. Have fun and enjoy the process of making pastries from scratch. Experiment with different recipes, techniques, and flavor combinations to develop your skills and create delicious treats that you and your loved ones will enjoy. By following these tips and techniques, you can create flaky, tender, and decadent pastries from scratch that are sure to impress. Whether you're making pies, tarts, croissants, or turnovers, mastering the art of pastry making allows you to indulge in homemade treats that are as delicious as they are rewarding to make.